The NFL Week 13 preview of Old Fashioned Football on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5. Get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up using our code OFFSGPN.
Hey, what's up? This is Sam Acho, and you're listening to Old Fashioned Football.
Old Fashioned Football. If you're wondering who you're listening to, this is JMark. You can find me in the X at JMark Football. And if you're wondering who us is, that's at Old Fashioned FB. Before I keep going, I got to introduce my co-host on the pod and in life. You can find her on the X at the Mir. Mark. Mir, how you doing today?
Doing good.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. If you're listening to this, maybe driving to the family Thanksgiving or just getting prepped, hope you have a good Thanksgiving planned. Lots of food, lots of football. And yeah, are you ready for Thanksgiving?
I'll get there.
We have a whole house to clean, and lots of food to prep, but we'll figure it out. We have been mid-construction zone for the past 2 weeks, I feel like.
It's been longer than that.
Well,
started in October.
We've really been rushing the construction zone because we knew we were going to be hosting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been fun. If you're a football fan, good news. No bye weeks.
Which means a lot of reviews for us.
It means a lot of reviews. We're going to push through them as fast as we can because, maybe you only got a 45-minute drive to the old Thanksgiving. You don't got all the time in the world, and you got to know who to bet before the games. We got you covered. And maybe you got a nice drink plan to share with the fam. And speaking of that, what are we drinking today?
We pulled out a bottle of Bradshaw bourbon. So there'll be more to come for that.
Absolutely. And speaking of whiskey, shout out to Mark up there in Canada, whose brother is Justin, which is funny to me since I am Justin Mark. Anyway, shout out to them. Recently Mark had a nice experience in Kentucky. Not sure if he took Justin with him or not. Maybe left his brother at home. I don't know. Anyways, had a nice experience in Kentucky, touring some distilleries, including Jephthah Creed, which I honestly had not heard of, and Whiskey Thief. Sent an awesome photo.
That was a really cool rick house.
Yeah, the Jephthah Creed rick house. Needless to say, we were jealous. We were very jealous. And I feel like we need to now plan a trip to Kentucky and make sure we go to Jephthah Creed. Don't you agree?
Yes.
Absolutely. Shout out to the chat. Let's go Bears. Dub Bears. Good evening, JMark and Mir. Jack and I are both watching you. He says hello. He's like 2 weeks, so I bet he didn't say hello, but the thought is what counts. Happy Thanksgiving, Marks and everyone. Thank you, Hunter. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours as well. Should be a good time. Real quick, before we get to the news, the madness, the bets, the fantasy, all that stuff, and that would be the fantasy football, not Miranda's fantasies. Gear up for the holidays at the SGPN merch store, the perfect gift for the DGen in your life. Promo code HOLIDAY for 25% off everything. Yeah, even your old-fashioned football gear or even your little Santa shirt here. Miranda, would you venture to guess that Santa's getting under or over 2.5 O's on Christmas?
I'm guessing it's over.
Well, that's a little naughty. He's going to end up on his own naughty list, but make sure you get over there. Sports Gambling Podcast, 25% off everything with code HOLIDAY. All right, we got injuries. We got people back. Let's cover all the what do they say? The hot goss. Is that a saying?
Sure, Justin. Not an injury, but Joe Burrow is back. T. Higgins, he's out with a concussion. Baker Mayfield has a low-grade AC joint sprain in his shoulder, so he's questionable. Bucky Irving is back. Aaron Rodgers, he is expected to play.
He's expected to play now. He was afraid of those Bears. I get it. He's afraid. He didn't want to ruin his legacy against the Bears. I get it.
Sure. JJ McCarthy is apparently in concussion protocol, though nobody knows when it happened. I don't know when it happened. I didn't see it happen.
I have a theory on when this happened. Now, when he had an ankle injury, he a guy, he was on the sideline with the clipboard, and a guy got tackled out of bounds, and he jumped over that player and landed just fine. I don't believe he really had an ankle injury. I believe it was a benching, and they just used a excuse. Think that's what's going on here. Or he got into that locker room after the game, and he goes, "Don't worry, guys. Next week, 9 is coming out. 9's going to be here, and we're going to win." And they're like, "Ooh, he's concussed." That's just a guess.
Okay. Alvin Kamara, he has a knee sprain, waiting on more testing. Trey Benson, I'm excited about this one. He's expected to be back. I'm hoping he's back.
Yeah.
And then Drake London, he's been ruled out. He's still recovering from his appendectomy.
Yeah. Speaking of people being back or people being out, you had some bad news on Monday night.
Oh, are you rubbing this in right now?
No. We shared.
Well, it
when
feels
happened
like you
to me.
are.
We shared when it
No,
happened
this
to me.
feels personal. I'm so disappointed. I had no fab left. I had no hope. And then I benched Khalil Shakir because he pissed me off. Well, I benched him last week too, but he's been pissing me off, and I kept him on the
He's on the shit list.
And I didn't even check. I didn't have it in me to
buried
check.
The lead. You didn't let me finish that.
Well, I just know what you're talking about.
were
I was
chopped in
chopped
the
in the
chopper.
chopper league.
Yeah. So
I made it 12 weeks.
yeah, you lasted longer than me.
11 weeks. What is? Yeah, whatever.
I said that when you arrived in the afterlife, I was going to be there going, "It's been 84 years." So
More like 7 weeks.
Well, it felt like 84
You
years.
were 5, right? Number 5 out.
I think 6.
I think you were chopped 5th.
We'll have to spot check this fact here.
Mhm.
Jamie checking in saying JMark has been naughty this season. Only when she's asked me to, brother.
Oh,
Only when
stop
she's
it. I was
asked
about
me
to say can confirm, but now I just feel like
See?
this is too much.
Real quick before we talk about the Thanksgiving matchups and all of NFL Week 13, got to let you know that we are brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market, and with Novig, you're getting the best prices. It's also available in 35 plus states. So only 15 of you states have an excuse. Well, it says 35 plus. It's more than that. Anyways, download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN, and get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN.
We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 500 times your money. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code OFFSGPN.
All right, we are back. And Joe RTO saying, start Nix or Brissett. I am starting Bo Nix against those Washington Commanders. He's off the bye week. Commanders defense has not been great, and I am a believer. So I'm going Bo Nix. I know Jacoby's looked good.
Yes, but I
think
like the
5 of 6
Knicks.
games he has 2+ passing touchdowns. Last week only 1. Of course, when I finally bet him, that's when he doesn't get the 2. But yeah, I'm going Bo Nix. You a believer, baby?
I am right now.
I knew it. No, that's what. Excuse you, sir.
Saw that come through and I couldn't help but laugh.
You are correct. In the chopped leagues,
you didn't last very long in that one.
Not lasted very long.
Guillotines aren't your thing.
I know. I still can't figure out the strategy.
Anyways, it's not blow through your fab, but we've learned that.
Don't blow your wad early.
Don't do it.
This is gonna.
Did you have fab left in week 5?
No.
Exactly.
No.
That's part of the problem.
I think you missed what I
heard. I know what
you're
you.
just
Yes. Let's move on.
Let's talk about these Turkey Day games.
Yes.
There's 3 of them.
We're not doing the 2-minute drills for these. We're lumping Thanksgiving all into one, doing a Thanksgiving mashup of all these
like your
games.
mashed potatoes get mashed with your turkey. Do you do that? I haven't ever paid attention.
You've never paid attention to how I eat Thanksgiving?
I'm so focused on my own food that I don't even look at anybody else's. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah.
I like a little turkey and gravy dipped in a little mashed potato. I kind of like it. Sometimes I like to get a little corn in there.
And a little stuffing. Oh, that's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Not to me. Not crazy talk to me.
It all goes together. It's all the sides go together.
I could probably just hold my plate and go, and it'd be fine. Just all of it together. Why not?
I wouldn't do sweet potatoes. I don't think I do the sweet potatoes with some of it. Like the mashed potatoes and gravy and turkey and corn. and stuff and kind of go.
You know, speaking of Thanksgiving, we're having a joint Thanksgiving
Mhm.
with both of our families. And I just realized your mom, she does real cranberry sauce, correct?
Yes.
She doesn't do the fake one.
No,
This
and we
is
did not
very-
buy you a can of
Very
fake.
disappointing to me.
No.
I like it straight out of the can. It looks like, you know, you used to have that wet dog food and you just, and it just hits the
That's
plate. That's
disgusting.
how I like my cranberries. But anyways, let's talk about these games.
Let's
Because
do
it's
it.
football all day, baby.
Yes, and first up, we have the Packers, who are going against the Lions in a big divisional matchup with playoff implications, you could say.
Playoffs.
Playoffs.
You want to talk about the playoffs?
The Packers are 7-3-1, and they're taking on the 7-4 Lions. Both are coming off of wins last week. Lions are the 2.5-point favorites here.
Yeah.
And just to kind of recap last week, Gibbs had 3 touchdowns that were over 40 yards.
He was on fire.
He was. It was awesome.
It was not
for you.
awesome for me
You were just
because
complaining the whole day.
I was against him.
Then you have the Chiefs versus the Cowboys. Also, both coming off of wins this week. The Chiefs are 6-5. They're trying to squeeze their way into the playoffs, and the Cowboys are 5-1.
Mhm.
Thanksgiving night's game features the return of Joe Burrow,
Ooh.
and the Bengals are heading to Baltimore. Ravens are the 7.5, not 7.5, just 7.
Just
7-point favorites.
Might be
here.
7.5, depending where you shop it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So we're going with 7. 7-point home favorites here. And Ravens technically lead the AFC North now after the Steelers lost to the Bears. So it's a must-win for them.
Yeah, it feels like it for sure. My mother correcting, by the way, before we get to the bets, I make real cranberry sauce. Yes, but you also cater to me and get the stuff in the can, which I appreciate that about you. Jamie checking in saying, "Hey, Mark, or JMark, sorry, what kind of pie do you prefer, pumpkin or poontang?" Miranda, you can answer. What kind of pie do I prefer?
We're not.
Not between those.
Get the question off
No,
the
no.
screen.
I'm saying, what kind do you think I prefer? What's my favorite pie?
Legitimate pie?
Yeah,
Like,
my favorite pie that I would want right now. Wow.
Rhubarb.
Yeah, I was just saying. Jeez,
I couldn't.
This.
Well, I had to think. I'm not thinking about pie all day long, so let's go.
I am.
Go.
I certainly am.
Let's.
We'll answer Hunter's question in a second here.
Okay.
But before we do, I'm going to throw the bets up on the screen because I've got all of them here, and I'll walk through them real quick in case you're not watching on YouTube. Lions -2.5 beat those stinking Packers. Cowboys +3.5 and maybe a little upset special. Sprinkle a little on the money line. And Joe Burrow comes back. I don't know if they win the game, but they keep it close. Bengals +7. For props, I like Gibbs' longest rush over 16.5. -120. I like Dak 2+ touchdowns -132 and Chase Brown over 54.5 rushing yards, even though they did not utilize him very well when Joe Burrow was starting, but seems like maybe they've come around to doing better at that. That's my -114. I also got a little 6-point teaser, Turkey Day teaser plus Black Friday. This is a 6-pointer. So Lions go to +3.5, boys to +9.5, the Bengals to +13, Eagles to -1. That's -240. Book it. Absolutely. Yeah.
For fantasy football on Thanksgiving, how do I be cheesy about this? The players will be thankful for start overperformers.
There we go. What are we thankful for?
I think besides your studs, some of these guys who are going to overperform are going to be someone like Kareem Hunt, who's projected 5.82.
Yeah.
I know Pacheco is back, but I think Hunt is still going to get a timeshare and he's going to get red zone carries. I also said this last week, and I'm going to say it again. Andre Iosivas.
Nice.
Did I do it right?
Nailed
Oh,
it.
got it. He's projected 7.13 points. And I think he's going to, step into Higgins' role now, and Burrow is back. So
Yeah.
I see him getting over that 7.13. Players, you're going to be thankful not to start.
Oh,
Thankful you left him on the bench.
that's fair.
I'm looking at David Montgomery. He's projected 8.22. He's only ever hit this. He's only hit over this, I guess, 5 times
Say ever.
ever in the entire career
Of this year.
of this year. Yeah, he's only gone over 8.22 5 times this year, and has back-to-back games 5.2 or less. So
Mm.
I'm not feeling it for him. He's not getting over 8.22. He's going to be under that. Another Lions player, Jamison Williams, he's projected 10 points. This guy has just been so inconsistent.
Yeah.
After putting up, a goose egg in an easy matchup in week 7, he was coming off of 3 straight games of double-digit points, and then he put up another goose egg last week in an easy matchup.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's frustrating.
He is frustrating. I
Mhm.
wish I had gotten a trade for a second rounder for him in a dynasty league last year. I wish I had taken it. I didn't. Hunter saying start Lamar or Stafford. For me, it's a toss-up. I mean, Stafford's been on fire.
Mhm.
Only, I think, 2 or 3 interceptions all year, a ton of touchdowns. Lamar does have the rushing upside, though, and that Bengals defense is really bad. So, oh man, that's a toss-up. I do see in the chat. Thank you for chiming in. Jamie says, I have Lamar as my QB1 overall this week and Stafford my 7th.
I like Lamar's matchup better.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you have it. Mur says Lamar. I say it's a toss-up. Jamie says Lamar. I think you go with Lamar. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's move on to Black Friday, where the Bears had to Philly to play the Eagles. The Eagles are 7-point favorites. Both teams 8-3. Both teams have 4 road game wins, I believe. The only 2 teams in the NFL with that. And this is a big game when you talk about playoffs. I don't think anybody expected this to be a 8-3 versus 8-3. Bears coming off another gritty win, of course, against the Mason Rudolph-led Steelers, but you can only beat the people in front of you. I've heard that a lot. Well, the Bears aren't beating good teams. You can only beat the people in front of you. DJ Moore led the offense with 5 catches for 64 yards and 2 touchdowns while you left him on your bench. Meanwhile, the Eagles had a second half collapse to Cereals Cowboys. Hurts did run for 2 touchdowns. He threw for 289, 110 of those yards to A.J. Brown.
Yes, they were.
Which was nice. For betting, I'm locking in the Eagles -7. It's too easy. I think this is I'm sorry to say this to my Bears, but it's like a 31-13
How dare
game.
you?
I know. I just think they're going to destroy us. And for a couple props for you, Hurts anytime touchdown is -110. Williams' longest pass completion over 34.5 yards, -108. And most passing yards, not Jalen Hurts, Caleb Williams at -104.
All right. Looking at fantasy football here. Like you said, Black Friday. I think you're going to get a good deal on.
You're full of them today.
I am. Just trying to be corny. Anyway, Kyle Monangai, he's projected 7.88 points. He's gone over this in the last 4 games and scored a touchdown in, I think it's 3 straight games now. This is only the 3rd Bears player in Bears history to have 3 straight games with a touchdown as a rookie.
I saw that. Walter Payton was one. I can't remember the other one, but I did see that.
Yeah. And then people who I think are going to underperform, I'm going to pick on Colson Loveland.
I like Colson.
I know. I like seeing him get more involved and seeing him be successful. He's projected 7 points, but going against that tough Phillies defense, they rank 2nd against tight ends. They're allowing an average of just 4 fantasy points per game to that position. I don't feel good about it. So
yeah. I started to go, and my mouth made a really weird noise. Sorry to the people that picked that.
It was nasty.
Hunter pointing out we have no linebackers again this week. It didn't seem to matter last week. We had our backups getting in there and making plays. But we'll see how it goes. It's a tough matchup.
Next up, we have the 49ers, who are the 4.5-point road favorites, headed to the dog pound in Cleveland. Calm down.
Sorry.
And the Niners they're 8-4, coming off of a nice win over the Packers. It was 20-9, but they didn't look all that great. Purdy threw 3 interceptions, although Kittle had 6 catches for 78 yards.
Would you say he didn't look too Purdy?
Did not look too pretty. And meanwhile, we have the Browns, who are 3-8, coming off of a win against the Raiders, led by Shedeur Sanders. Though I feel like this game was mainly just like defined by 3 long chunk plays of 66 yards, 52 yards, and 39. I guess we'll see. We'll continue to see how Shedeur Sanders does.
Well, he did say, if you missed it on the post gamer,
his one practice.
Yeah, this is just after one practice. He hasn't been practicing all year, apparently.
And he's like, just wait until. What did he say? And that's just after.
Season.
Yeah, that's just after one practice. Wait until. What are you talking about?
So a lot of back and forth of people saying this is the arrogance that got him drafted or dropped in the draft, and others like, oh, he's just excited he got his first win. I'm not sure which it is. I don't know. Anyways, in the off season, by the way, I said to go to Underdog Fantasy using promo code OFFSGPN, of course, and smash Shadur Sanders to start over or higher than 2.5 games. This was number 1. He's going to start number 2 this week. And I don't think they're going to bench him unless he has an injury. So you're welcome. I hope you can.
You're welcome.
I hope you worked that into some winning pick'em entries. I think Nick can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Browns upset the 49ers last year. This is revenge time. 49ers -4.5. Too easy. The line is fishy. It stinks. They should be favored by more. But we're taking it anyways. And what if I told you Christian McCaffrey, who has scored 12 touchdowns in 12 games this season, he has not scored every game, but he has scored 12 touchdowns, is only -115 for an anytime touchdown. Are you fucking kidding me? I am smashing that. Not smashing Christian McCaffrey. I'm smashing that bet. Anyways.
Right. I've got a tight end fun fact for you.
Excited to see where this is going.
George Kittle returned from injury in week 7 and put up his goose egg. He said, sorry to bettors and fantasy football managers. And he's been tight end 2 since that time.
So he really was sorry.
He was sorry. So I know you're starting him, but that's, just encouragement. Like, keep starting him. He's doing awesome. Another player to start is Juwan Jennings. He's been targeted often in this offense, including 7 targets last week and a touchdown. He's projected 9.27. I think he's going to go over that.
Yeah.
Njoku, however, is projected 7.59 and he has an easier matchup, but in the past 3 weeks since the bye, he's only had 4 total targets. Sanders didn't
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sanders didn't target him once last week, and meanwhile, you have Harold Fannin. He's had 18 targets in that 3-game stretch there that I mentioned. So I feel like it's his job now. I would sit Njoku.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Next up, we've got.
Sorry, real quick. We did say Njoku's only good when Joe Flacco's throwing him the
I
ball.
know, and it's been proven.
Yeah, yep.
So far, it's still true.
Right. Anyway, sorry.
All right, we've got the Jags, who are the 6.5-point favorites as they hit the road to Tennessee. They're coming off of an overtime win against the Cardinals. Yes.
I don't. My brain just hit the road, Jags. Anyways, go on.
Jesus.
No, it's Justin. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I'll rein it in.
Their passing game looked, pretty good because they had Brenton Strange, who had 5 catches for 93 yards for Washington, had 5 catches for 71 yards and a touchdown, and Jacoby Myers got 4 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
The Titans almost came back against the Seahawks. They were down 30-10. The game ended 30-24 with a Cam Ward rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown to Chamir Dyke.
Yeah. My lock in this game, this is one of those games where it feels like the books are trying to trap you. 6.5 points feels like they're begging you to take the Jaguars. In fact, on DraftKings, 70% of the bet, 65% of the money is on the Jags. Give me the fucking Titans plus 6.5 to keep this game close. I know they had to battle back against the Seahawks, as you mentioned, but I think they keep it close. I couldn't find a lot on the props. They were holding out on me a little bit on this one. I'm going to circle back on Friday, but I'm looking at Brenton Strange. I think he's going to have a good game again.
I agree with you there because he came back from injury and then he was targeted 5 times. He caught all 5 for 93 yards and finished as tight end 5.
There you go. Take his yardage, hit the over.
Right.
Like
I was looking at him as an overperformer because he's projected 8 points. And even though he has a tougher matchup against Tennessee, I think he's going to outperform that.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard, however, he is also only projected 8 points, but he's gone under this in 4 straight games. He's getting around 50% of the snap share and I think he's in like a true running back by committee with Tyjae Spears. So I think he's going to stay under that 8 points.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, don't forget to set your lineups. There's 3 games tomorrow.
You panicked me for a second. Like, wait, there's no games.
There's a game tonight. No.
No. Don't do that to me.
Didn't mean to panic you.
You're like, don't forget to say your
I really want to derail us. I won't yet. I'm going to derail us a little bit later. But anyways, the next game is the Texans at the Colts, where the Colts are 4.5-point favorites. The 6-5 Texans coming off that upset over Buffalo. I can never say Texans without hearing you say Tekkens one time. They beat the Bills 23-19, and now CJ Stroud is back. Davis Mills did a good job holding the fort down. Woody Marks has officially taken over the backfield as well. He had 16 carries compared to Chubb's 6. Hilarious that it's Woody Marks and Nick Chubb. Anyways, I digress. The 8-3 Colts coming off the overtime loss to the Chiefs 23-20. I thought we had them, Colts. You still covered the plus 3.5, but I thought we had them on the money line. The defense stood out because they only threw for 181 yards and ran for 74. I think Colts bounce back in a big way. Give me Colts minus 4.5. I also like Alec Pierce over 45.5 receiving yards. That's at minus 114. I know that the Texans defense is good, but I think they focus on Michael Pittman. They focus on Tyler Warren, leaving Pierce open.
I could see that. Looking at fantasy here, Jaden Higgins is projected 8 points.
Yeah.
He's gone over this in 2 of his last 3 games after averaging just over like 2 targets a game through the first 7 weeks of the season. He's averaged 6 targets a game in the last 5. So I really like that. I see him getting over that 8 points.
Yeah, you convinced me there. I'm seeing he's 36.5 points yards at minus 114. I'm taking the over on that as well. Sorry, you sold
all right,
me on
see?
official prop bet.
Look at that. And then if you're still starting Nick Chubb, just it's time to give it up. Just
put your Chubb
bench
away.
him. Put it away. He's projected 5. He's not going to hit that. I also think that Michael Pittman underperforms his projection of 10.2.
Yeah.
Next up, looking at this next game here, we've got the 4-7 Dolphins, who are the 6-point favorites hosting the 2-9 Saints.
Ouch. Been a rough year for them.
Yeah. And they're coming off of the Saints are coming off of a 24-10 loss to the Falcons.
Told you.
Tyler Shuck threw for 243 yards, but no touchdowns. He also led the team in rushing after Kamara exited the game injured.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the Dolphins, I've got no recap for them because they were on a bye.
Yeah.
They should come back fresh.
They should. They should, theoretically. This is a gross game. But I will say the Saints are 5-10 against the spread versus the AFC and 1-6 against the spread on the road in November in the last 7 games. The Dolphins are 9-1 against the spread at home in November. So everything's pointing to say, take these Dolphins -6. And for our prop, Devonna Chan, this is easy. Longest rush over 16.5 yards at minus 114. He's hit this in 5 of the last 6 games. It's not high enough. Once it gets at 19.5, I'll be like, 16.5. You hit that over.
All right.
100%.
All right. For fantasy, I'm pretty much staying away from most of the players in this game, minus a Chan and Waddle.
Yeah.
For the Dolphins. So I guess I can kind of I'm like talking myself out of this already. I can kind of see an argument for Olave and Juwan Johnson for the Saints. I think that's only if you don't have anybody better.
Yeah, no. I agree.
If Kamara's not playing, if you need like somebody who might be flex worthy, I would maybe throw in Devin Neal.
Yeah, he gets involved in the passing game. He's a young guy. He might be good. And I think Kamara does miss that game, unfortunately. All right, I'm doing it. I'm derailing us for a second.
Jeez, I have no idea what
No. I'm just Kamara made me think of it. In a league, I sold my team.
Yeah.
You heard all about this.
I did.
I sold for future picks next year. It's not a dynasty.
You're looking to the future.
Just a 3-keeper. Every way I looked at the schedule, I was not going to make the playoffs, but I did not expect to pull an upset off. I did not expect another upset to happen. And now I am 9 points away because I'm tied with 4th place. 4 teams make it. My record's tied, but I'm just down 9 points from him. So he has the tiebreaker. And I have 2 tough games, 1 very winnable. If I get one more upset in there and somebody else gets an upset, I might have traded my team away and still made the playoffs. However, I had Kamara.
And you look like a genius.
Right? However, Kamara was my RB2. And so now I'm stuck with Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Makes me a little bit nervous. I did not get Devin Neal. I tried, but I didn't. Anyways, I digress. I'm a genius fantasy football manager, obviously.
I shouldn't have said genius. I take it back.
No,
I don't need to hear this. Let's stop it.
Over
no.
Here. Let's talk about another gross game where the Falcons are 2.5-point favorites as they hit the road to the 2-9 Jets. Falcons only 4-7, but they're coming off that 24-10 win against the Saints. I told you the wrong team was favored there. Kirk Cousins did his job. Didn't look great, but he did his job. 199 yards, 2 touchdowns. But what was gross to me, he did it by throwing it to fucking Darnell Mooney. Don't like that guy. He quit on the Bears. Fuck that guy.
Oh my God.
Anyways, he had 3 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown. Hopefully Kirk Cousins comes to his senses and quits feeding him. The Jets lost 23-10 to the Ravens. Breece Hall only ran for 44 yards, which we said, hey, the last time Tyrod Taylor started, he only had, 8 fantasy points, I think it was.
Mhm.
He did add 4 catches for 75 yards, so got lucky there. John Mechie continues to get more involved in this offense. He had 6 catches for 65 yards and a touchdown.
I did not check my waivers this morning.
Oh, man.
I don't know what happened.
Dude's
I put in a lot for him.
Yeah. Dude's a cancer survivor. A great story. Props to him for making that comeback. He was with the Texans, now getting a fresh start. Anyways, as far as betting, my lock is I'm all over the Falcons here. This Jets team is not good. These are not enough points. 2.5. Are you kidding me? And then for a prop, Bijan Robinson over 3.5 receptions at -138. I know Cousins doesn't throw the ball to the running back as much as Penix did, but I think he hits this. And also, why not? We just talked about Mechie. +122 for 5 catches. I think that's an easy one. I think it's very doable.
Well, and speaking of him,
Yeah.
He's had back-to-back double-digit performances. He's now projected 7.71 points. I think he's going to get another double-digit performance, which is why I put in so many waivers for him. He was available in most leagues.
Yeah.
I don't know their exact percentage. I normally have that information, and now I'm kicking myself for it. As I was looking through waivers last night, I should have made note of that. But he was available. I put in a waiver for him in a lot of leagues. Did not check to see if I got him this morning.
I do. I will say we've been super busy,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was 12.
It was 12:01.
12. Okay.
We're like, oh my God, waiver. Well, I'm not in the chopper anymore. So, no, that's a 2 a.m. one though.
That is a 2 a.m.
There's
one,
a couple that are
we have
midnight.
A couple dynasty that hit at midnight, and I got the notification. I was like, fuck, waivers.
Well, even the ones that already went through, he was still available. So
yeah.
I put in waivers.
There you go.
All right. I'm not. Let's see. So I was mentioning Mechie. Just one more thing on this, and I've got to say it because it's about Kyle Pitts.
You starting him?
No.
Oh.
Which is why I'm mentioning him.
Cody and I just got it.
Yeah, no, I have him as my underperformer. He's projected 7.99 points. He hasn't hit this mark since week 8. So,
by the way,
sorry, slamming my hand on the desk. I'm sure that picked up lovely.
Huge shout out to Hunter saying you won Mechie in the listener league.
Yes,
we'll do
that's great news.
We'll do a little recap on the listener league towards the end of the show.
Yeah, I going into week.
We'll do it right now.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying going into week 13. Like, I don't know. I think maybe the listener league. I don't know what kind of fab I had left, but there was one league I had like 1,000 fab, and I was like, let's just blow over $100 on him because we're week 13. How many more waivers am I going to put in?
Right. I have some dynasty leagues where it's like that. It's like because you get that $1,000 fab in dynasty.
Well, I've used my fab.
available.
I don't know. Maybe it's one when we continue to get more.
Nope, not a thing.
Well, I don't know. I've been working the waivers every week, so. But I had 1,000, so like we're blowing this.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
All right, sorry, I've derailed us. You derail
Wasn't
us.
me this time.
I know. Next, we have the 9-2 Rams, who are the 10.5 point road favorites. They're going to Carolina, and where the Panthers are, they're 6-6.
I'm showing everybody it's not an Eddie, as I got accused last
So you're
time.
gonna pop a cherry.
Because I'm gonna.
Sorry. And then,
You all think I'm unhinged.
Well, that's what we. Never mind. Anyway. It's almost worse that I don't finish what the thought was. The Rams crushed the Bucs last week, 34-7.
Hurt my heart to see Baker in the.
I know.
Be like that.
This ruined me too. I think I had Baker in the chopper.
You did have Baker in the chopper because when he got hurt, I went, "Uh-oh."
That's me. I went onto the chopping block immediately.
Yeah.
It's like sleepers like watch this because I wasn't on the block.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Stafford threw for 3 touchdowns. 2 of them were to Devontae Adams, who finished with 62 yards. Puka also had 7 catches for 97 yards. And then we talked earlier already about the Panthers, who lost to the 49ers. It was 20-9. Bryce Young threw 2 interceptions, and the offense just looked terrible because they only ran the ball 9 times. The leading receiver was Rico Dowdle with 4 catches for 36 yards.
Yeah.
Who is their running back?
Right.
Running back Rico.
Very
Dowdle.
frustrating game. He was averaging 6 yards per carry, but they only ran it 6 times. Another thing, Patrick Backus, a listener of ours on Twitter, pointed out, because I said this should be the Tet McMillan ladder game.
Mhm.
The Niners just allowed a bunch of points to Michael Wilson. McMillan should do the same thing. He was targeted 7 times. He only caught the ball twice, and he pointed out that the 49ers caught as many passes from Bryce Young as Tet McMillan did. 2 interceptions, 2 catches from McMillan. Anyways, betting. Rams are going to crush this team. I do like the Rams. Now that Stafford's not a Lions player, I'm a fan of Matthew Stafford. I think he's a fun player. I used to hate him. I remember when he went after the smallest guy on the field against the Bears. It's like, oh, big tough guy. Anyways.
Strategy.
Yeah, minus 10.5. Serial no twee for me yet. Again, Panthers have to be over 6.5 wins or at 6. And let's go a little crazy for a prop bet on this one. He hasn't done it for a little minute here. Used to be easy money. Kyron Williams first touchdown, 5-1. That's plus 500.
He's gonna get it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
For fantasy, this is one of those games where I feel like you have to start your studs like Kyron, who will get that touchdown. Puka, Devontae.
Sorry, I'm quoting Nick Fortune there.
This really, I don't know what the mics picked up, but that was loud in my ear.
That's why I looked towards you instead of the mic.
You'll probably also start Tet McMillan. I'm cautious on Rico Dowdle after he only had 6 carries, but they're probably gonna do something like overcorrect and give him like 20 against the tough Rams defense. Yeah. But still, I don't know. I think you still have, regardless, I think you still have to start him, even though
tough matchup.
I'm nervous about it.
I agree with that. Real quick, we're going to get to the afternoon games, but before we do, I got to let you know that we're brought to you by Rhythm, and Rhythm is crushing it in college football, NFL, and now just added the NBA. Rhythm is also giving away weekly cash prizes for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model. You build, and you could win $1,000. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. All right, we back. Saying my father checking and saying it's not a what? You're the one that said, was that an edible? When I threw the cherry in my mouth.
He said gummy.
Last week. Oh, I thought he said an edible.
He said gummy. Is that a gummy?
Oh, I assumed he meant an edible, I guess. What, he just meant like a gummy bear. And I'm like, no, that was not THC, father. And Nick checking in saying, I hope Nick's son's first words are
Go Bears.
Puka!
Oh,
well, Go Bears would be great too. I am going to teach your son that 100%. Let's talk about the next game, which is the Vikings at the Seahawks. Seahawks are 10.5-point favorites. The 4-7 Vikings lost to the Packers in another game where JJ McCarthy looked lost. He now supposedly has a concussion, which we talked about, though he did play the full game. I looked at stats. Now, the biggest NFL quarterback bust is widely considered to be JaMarcus Russell. He was drafted by the Raiders, did terrible. They say he was one of the biggest busts ever. He had, up to this point in as many games, he had better stats than JJ McCarthy. Ouch. Jefferson only had 4 catches for 48 yards. It's becoming harder and harder to trust him with McCarthy. The Seahawks almost gave away their game against the Titans, but they did come away with the win, and that's all that matters. They are now 8-3, just like the Bears. Hey, Jackson Smith and Jigba was the standout, catching 8 passes for 167 yards and 2 touchdowns. I had him against you. I thought, hey, I'm for sure going to beat you. And then you said, oh, hang on, Jahmyr Gibbs has to play. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? 8 catches or 8 passes, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns for my wide receiver. And it's like, I'm projected to kill you. And then Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm going to lock up the Seahawks here, right? Minus 10.5. However, if McCarthy sits and it's Max Brosman, the ultimate bro, I know Josiah, our buddy Josiah, would be excited about that. The Minnesota Gopher, Max Brosman, if he starts, this will be an interesting game. The prop I like, Jackson Smith and Jigba over 94.5 yards at minus 110. He's hit this. He's gone over 100 yards in 6 of the last 7. Why is he only at 94.5 yard projection? I don't know. Hit the over. It's hitting.
All right. Zach Charbonnet is only projected 7 points. He has gone over this twice in the last 3 weeks and is consistently stealing those touchdowns from Kenneth Walker. I think he's going to continue to do that. That trend's continuing. If that happens, he's going over those 7 points.
I do not like this guy because last week in my anytime touchdown bet on the sportsgamblingpodcast.com, I took Kenneth Walker saying Zach Charbonnet's not going to steal his touchdown, and he did. So hit him today. This weekend.
Today.
It's in my article.
This weekend.
Do it today.
Do it
Plus
today.
125 anytime touchdown. It's in my article. Go check that out to see the other 4. Not going to tell you the other 4, just the one.
And then I've got to look at Jordan Addison.
Yeah. Just look at him.
Just look at him. Would you just look at him?
Just look at him.
In the past 3 games combined, he's had 5 catches for 55 yards. It's 55 yards combined. Let me say that one more time.
Combined?
In the past 3 games, just 5 catches for 55 yards.
Well, that's because 9 hasn't come out yet.
He's coming out this week.
Right.
No, he's concussed.
And concussed.
He's projected 7 after finishing with the goose egg last week. You stay away from him right now. Like, just stay away. If it's JJ McCarthy, expect another dead game. On Sleeper, I found this interesting. 37% of people are still starting him.
What's wrong with you people?
I got to question that.
Would you start Jordan Addison or John Mechie?
Mechie.
Yeah, I agree with you. More consistency, I think. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got the Bills, who are the 3.5-point favorites. They are hitting the road, going against the Steelers. Both of these teams are coming off of losses. The Bills lost to the Texans, falling 7-4, and they're fighting to keep winning to stay in the playoff race.
I think they're the 7 seed right now if it ended today.
That is not how you thought this season was going.
No. Patriots are going to win this division. You're welcome, Cody.
Yeah. Josh Allen threw for 2 interceptions. He had no touchdowns. He also only ran for 20 yards. James Cook ran for 116 yards and had 1 touchdown. And then Khalil Shakir pissed me off because he finally had a good game and he had 8 catches for 110 yards.
40 some of that was on some stupid lateral play, but anyway.
But still, I felt confident benching him and throwing somebody else in because I was desperate in the chopper. I was like, we're gonna win. And
the Bills have now signed Brandon Cooks, who the Saints and Cooks mutually parted, and they released Elijah Moore. Anyways.
Yes. And then we've got the Steelers, who lost to the Bears, falling to 6-5. And Kenneth Gainwell ran the ball 10 times for 92 yards. Though Warren got the touchdown. Gainwell also had the most catches on the team with 6.
He's been a beast when they've utilized him this year. I feel like the dog in Duck Hunt when you say the Steelers lost to the Bears. I'm like that. Did you ever play Duck Hunt?
That's with the orange gun controller?
Yeah, and the little dog laughed if you missed the ducks.
I think I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
That was long. I was like 3.
I was going to say, that was before your
It was my first gun.
As in the older one in the relationship. That was before your time.
I don't know. Yeah, my great grandma's. Yeah. I played Duck Hunt on like a box TV,
Yeah.
With the old Nintendo.
Yeah. That was my first video game system.
With those big ass cartridges that you had to. Yes, every time.
Have you seen the memes where the guy's like, watch this, I'm not going to work. And it's a cartridge. It doesn't work. And then he gets blowed on and he's like, oh, yeah.
Yes, I have.
Anyways.
Great.
I'm locking the Bills. You never know what's going to happen on old-fashioned football. And that's why you need to tune in every week. I'm locking the Bills up -3.5. Adam Pelletier, you better be happy with me. And my prop, I hit this last week. I said bet it. It hit in the first quarter. Excuse you.
Sorry.
Don't talk over my bet here. James Cook, longest rush, over 15.5 yards at -120. It's just been easy money. Easy money. It's as your father would say,
no brainer.
Yeah.
All right. For fantasy, Kenneth Gainwell has looked very efficient and they're utilizing him in multiple ways. Even though Warren is a starter, he's currently projected 10 points. He's gone over this in each of the last 2 games. And this matchup, I feel like it's going to be beneficial to him against Buffalo.
Yeah. For
an underperformer, I was struggling with this one because I don't know if anyone really jumps off the page, except like the guys you'd expect to be duds. So I'm really just going to say start Gainwell, start your studs, and bench everybody else.
I like it. I like
Just a
it.
blanket bench statement.
Blanket bench statement. Let's talk about the next game where the Raiders, who just lost to the Rams, go to the Chargers. The Chargers are 10-point favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Raiders are 2-9. Sorry to your Uncle Paul for that. They just lost to the Browns, and they might be the worst team in football. Again, sorry to your uncle. He's not going to want to come over for turkey after this slander, but it is what it is. They hit the road to take on LA, the 7-4 Chargers, who are coming off that bye. The only Raiders stat I really want to point out in this last game was that Tyler Lockett led the team in receiving. He's getting more involved after Jacoby Myers was traded away. Ashton Genty did have 8 catches for 58 yards and a touchdown to go along with 50 yards, but you want more than his 50 yards rushing. I'm taking the Chargers -10. I don't think the Chargers are a great team, but I think that the Raiders are ass. However, I think they're going to need to throw the ball. And so I like Tyler Lockett over 30 yards, receiving yards. That's at -108. However, 40 plus yards is at +174. 50 plus is at +290. And I'm taking them all. I'm putting
all of them.
Unit on all of them.
You're putting your unit on all of them.
Yeah, I'm slapping my unit on all of those. Now, normally when I do a ladder, I split my unit up. Sounds painful, I know. But this one, I'm doing a unit on all. I have belief that Tyler Lockett gets over 50 receiving yards.
All right. You're confident there. Looking at fantasy football, the Chargers defense is good, but the volume, the volume, I kind of like that.
The volume.
The
All
volume.
Right. New saying, the volume.
The
when
volume.
you get the ball a lot,
you got volume. The volume. Tyler Lockett has been getting the volume. I've got to
rein it in.
Rein it in.
Yeah.
Get this shit show back on track.
Whoa.
But yeah, so like I was saying, Chargers defense really good, but with Tyler Lockett getting the volume, especially the past 2 weeks, I expect that's going to continue, and he's going to outscore his projected at 6 points right now. So I think if you're in a bind or you need a flex in maybe your deeper leagues, he's somebody you could throw in.
Yeah.
And then looking at Omarion Hampton, he may be back from injury. It's not official, but if he is, I don't know if you throw him in right away. I don't think you what are your thoughts there? I don't think you can throw him in the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, they might work him back slowly, especially against an easy win, right? So yeah, I don't know if I trust him.
But I for sure wouldn't keep Vidal in your lineups.
Yeah, because who knows? He hasn't been that great the past couple weeks anyway, so I like that call.
All right. We are at Sunday Night Football, and the 9-2 Broncos are coming off of a bye. They're the 6.5-point favorites. They're hitting the road. They're taking on the 3-8 Commanders, who are also coming off of a bye. What do you got for bets here?
I'm taking, this is easy to me. Easy money, Broncos -6.5. Sorry, I'm getting so choked up over it. Broncos -6.5. They rout this Commanders team, who has not been that good, especially because I don't think Jaden Daniels is back. And for a prop, Bo Nix, who does run the ball, and I'm a believer, his rushing stat line is only at 16.5 yards. I think he hits over this at -114.
Nice. Looking at fantasy here, RJ Harvey is projected 11 points, but I think he's ready for a huge game as the starting running back. And this feels similar to, what the Dallas game was, where he could score 200, not 200, Jesus. Yep, 200. What is wrong with me? 20 over 20. Over 20 points. I was thinking over 20
points for RJ Harvey.
Yeah.
Maybe
200.
you were thinking 200 all-purpose yards. I don't know.
No. I was thinking 20 points.
Okay.
And then Deebo Samuel, he's become very touchdown dependent. When he scores a touchdown.
Are you shitting on Deebo? Nick's going to love this.
I know he's going to love
He hates
it.
Deebo.
When he scores a touchdown, he's going to get those double digits. You're going to see that. But in the last 4 games that he didn't have a touchdown, he had 3.9, 3.4, 2.7, 6.9. I'm not liking that. So if you feel like he's going to get a touchdown, he'll get those double digit fantasy points. But otherwise, I don't see it in this matchup. I would stay away from him.
Yeah, absolutely. I also remember when I was looking at all the stats that there was a team that was 6-7, or I thought was going to go 6-7, and I completely forgot I was going to do the 6-7 or whatever it is. But anyways, Harry Balls, according to our nephew. our 8-year-old, almost 9-year-old nephew. Monday Night Football sees the Giants at Cody's Patriots, who knows all about 6-7. The Patriots are 7-point favorites. The 2-10 Giants are coming off a loss to the Lions, 34-27. Giants, you took them to overtime. You had Jameis Winston catch a pass, stiff arm a fucking dude, and score a touchdown. I thought you had this. They choked. It was tough to me that they lost. It would have been great for Bears fans if the Lions did lose that game, but they didn't. And the Giants lost. However, the stud, Wan'Dale Robinson, 9 catches, 156 yards, and a touchdown. Unbelievable. He helped me pull an upset off this week in a league. They do face the 10-2 Patriots, who are currently the AFC's best team, who just outlasted Cincinnati 26-20. Hunter Henry, your former tight end love, had 7 catches for 115 yards and a touchdown. Hell of a game. These Giants are feisty. My voice, I don't know what's happening to it.
I don't know either, but you just squeaked there.
I did. These Giants are feisty. And Jackson Dart is back, right? So I like Giants +7. They just fired their defensive coordinator. They're starting to clean house. I think they're gonna get fired up. And Giants +7. However, the prop I like is on the Patriots side. Drake May over 20.5 rushing yards at -114. Also, 25+ yards is +132. 30+ yards is +198. I like all those. Giants are allowing an average of 25 rushing yards per game to quarterbacks, and Drake May can run the ball.
I'm going to circle back to Wan'Dale Robinson here because I still think he's not getting enough respect. Since week 6, he's wide receiver 7 in fantasy.
Respect on the name.
Do it.
Yeah.
He's been a wide receiver 7 since week 6. He's projected 10.66. I think he's going to have another big game, especially with the potential of Jackson Dart being back. So I feel confident throwing him in a lineup.
10.66 is not a wide receiver 7 stat line.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It absolutely is not.
Yeah.
And then this Giants backfield, it's hard to get a full read on. Tyrone Tracy, he's projected 9.21. Singletary is projected 7.25, but they face a tough Patriots defense, and I don't think I trust either one of them if I can help it.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Hunter chiming in saying, hopefully it's not a good week for Cody Zeeb. His Huskers will lose to the Hawks.
Yes, they will.
Oh, yeah. I flashback to, I think 4 years ago that I was roofied at Lincoln Stadium. Fuck you, Nebraska fans. And lose to Hunter in the Listener League. He's going to have to, fight his way and claw into the playoffs going through Cody and Kate. So that's rough. That's a rough one. Real quick, before we talk about more bets, while we're talking about that, let's just talk a little Keeper's Heart, who, as you probably have heard, if you've tuned in before, they're sponsoring the Listener League. So make sure you follow us, because next year we're going to have a Listener League again, and we'll probably have a fine whiskey like Keeper's Heart, which is a first of its kind blend that brings together the best of Irish and American whiskeys, creating a smooth, rich flavor that's perfect for game day. They just released the very first triple pot distilled American whiskey. I really want to try that. It sounds delicious. When you're celebrating a win, processing a tough loss, or just relaxing with friends, you need some Keeper's Heart. It keeps traditions alive. Find it at your local liquor store or at keepersheartwhiskey.com. Don't forget to sip responsibly. Speaking of that league, congrats to Cody, Rod, Hunter, Alex, Pinky, and myself for the wins. Congrats to Cody Zeeb, who has officially clinched the playoffs. He's the only one who has clinched the playoffs, but if the season ended today, it would be Keeper's Heart distiller Kate, Sebastian, the DJ and Doc, myself, Miranda, and Fortune. Though Fortune is 6-6, he has 2 teams behind him at 6-6 and 3 at 5-7. So it's a very competitive year. Fortune and Pinky will go 6.
I think I fell to 6-6 in that league too, and I'm kind of mad about it.
Well, Fortune or Pinky are going to go to 6 or 7 this weekend. There it is again. They're going to go to 6-7 this weekend as they face each other.
Yeah, I'm 6-6, which made me angry. But I'm against Kate this week.
Channing or Alex will also climb to 6 or 7 as they face each other. So 6-7. Let's talk about just a little bit. I got a little bit additional bets for you. It's just one teaser. I'm not calling it a bottle lock bet, though. If we win it, we're going to put it towards a bottle. Why not? This is a 6-point teaser. Eagles -1, Falcons +3.5, 49ers +0.5. So just win the game. Rams -4.5, Seahawks -5.5, Chargers -3.5, Broncos +0.5. So just win the game. That's 7-1. It's going to hit. Don't worry. Let's throw. If we throw $20 on it, that pays $140. We get a $140 bottle of whiskey.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will sacrifice my $20 in my gambling account to go towards whiskey. We do still have to get that $60 bottle.
I know.
After
Well,
Thanksgiving, we will.
after let's get past Thanksgiving. Let's get into December.
Yeah. By the way, you talked about your loss.
What?
You talked about your loss in this the listener league. Hunter says, "Sorry, Mert.
Oh, again.
I beat you again."
Again. You had to throw again in there.
Oh, that's good. Speaking of whiskey,
I can handle that. 2 of my 6 losses have been to Hunter. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, a good guy to lose to. Why not? Speaking of whiskey, why don't you remind everybody what are we drinking today?
Yes, we are drinking Bradshaw bourbon.
Hell yeah. Would you like to talk about it and I pour? Or
Yeah,
how you wanna do
that's how this is going. If you weren't aware, that's how this is gonna work.
You ain't aware. All right.
So Bradshaw bourbon hit the market back in 2020, and it's exactly what you're thinking. It's a bourbon inspired by Terry Bradshaw. And this isn't just a celebrity bourbon.
I could be wrong, but I do believe when my father was younger, that was his favorite player.
Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw. He was a big Steelers fan before he was a Bears fan. Kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
He changed his horse midstream. Not supposed to do that, according to Kobe Dan. Anyways, go on.
Okay. I was saying this isn't like just a celebrity bourbon though, because it's made from a Kentucky distillery with a really deep historical footprint in the whiskey world.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of sourcing whiskey, Bradshaw partnered with Green River Distilling out of Owensboro, Kentucky. And they are one of the oldest licensed distilleries in Kentucky, with origins going all the way back to 1885, when it was founded by John W. McCullough. McCullough? Yes.
Don't look at me.
I'm telling you that's who it is. They were a powerhouse back then, and they won major awards around the world, including a gold medal and best of show at the 1900 Paris Exposition and a grand prize at the 1905 World's Fair in Belgium.
Wow. I'd be interested to see how many American whiskeys won awards overseas back then.
And then there's a rumor that can neither be confirmed nor denied that 20 barrels of Green River bourbon were once traded for a stake in a Colorado gold mine.
Oh.
Leading, some people call it like the most expensive spirit ever sold.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes. So Green River had, plenty of bumps along the way. They had a massive fire back in 1918 that destroyed most of the original distillery and thousands of aging barrels. Then, of course, Prohibition hit, completely shut down production. So then we're going to fast forward all the way to 2014, where a group purchased the old site in Owensboro and began restoring it, reviving it under the name O.Z. Tyler Distillery, and they began distilling again in 2016. So in 2020, after years of work, the distillery was finally able to reclaim its name, Green River Distilling Company, and it's one of the largest bourbon distilleries today in the United States, when they produce around 90,000 barrels a year.
Wow.
Yes. This particular...
I wish I could produce that much whiskey a year. That'd be cool.
Let's change careers.
All right. I'm in it.
This specific bourbon uses 70% corn, 21% rye, and a 9% malted barley for the mash. It's bottled at 51.9%, which is 103.8 proof. And that number is not as random as it sounds.
Okay.
51.9% is Terry Bradshaw career pass and completion percentage.
Well, that doesn't sound very good.
Which I was going to say, in today's standards, I feel that would get him highly criticized.
Yeah. Isn't he like a 4-time Super Bowl champ or something? Like
51.9%. Career passing completion percentage.
Interesting.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not going to shit on him. He's buying into the Bears. So let's go.
And then for this bourbon, there's not really an age statement on this, but most batches reportedly fall into the 2 to 3 year age range. They do have a 5.5 year, and they're working on the releases of a 6 year and have plans for a 12 year. But this just launched in 2020, so another year for that 6 year.
Yeah, makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But that's about it. That's what I've got for you on the history of this.
All right.
Background information on Bradshaw
I
bourbon.
like it. Let's do some scoring. Bottle. Nothing. I mean, aside from the signature, and it's got
but
a
it's
little
not.
curvature.
It's not one of those bottles that I feel like you see. I don't know.
All the mass producers put out, or what?
Or like where they don't have enough of a name.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I like the bottle. It was a 2. I give it a 2. It's
Oh.
not like you give it more.
I was just gonna give it a nice 3, but
I give it a 2. It could be better. It's Terry
be better.
Bradshaw. It could be better. It could be
Right?
flashier.
There you go.
Could be in a. I you know me. I judge bottles harshly.
Yeah, true.
That's not gonna pop out on the shelf at me.
Right.
I'm not gonna be walking by and be like, "Ooh, what's this?"
Yeah, true. My dad, who I do believe is
Mhm.
was a Terry Bradshaw fan, and remember, he called his own plays, and there weren't any protection rules. They should go back to none of those rules. A lot of fans asking for a late hit on Caleb Williams. I said, you know what? He was in bounds. It's a good hit. I don't think it should be a late hit. However, I see them flag it on too many other quarterbacks. So if you're going to call it, just call it all the same. Anyways, what'd you think of it in the cocktail?
I feel like there's something wrong with my glass.
I didn't like it in the cocktail. at all.
Okay. Yeah. No.
I was not a fan of it in the cocktail. I don't know why. There was just something that was not right with it.
No, I didn't like it in the
So
cocktail.
what's your score?
2.
2. All right. I'll agree with that. I was going to say 1, but I won't be that harsh. But it was not that good in a cocktail. Maybe it's a better just straight guy. Now, I get a really interesting note on this, but I'm curious what you're getting. And then I'll say what I'm
Something
getting.
burnt. Is there something burnt in it?
Yeah, the barrel.
I can't pinpoint what that is.
Burnt sugar and banana. Smell it, and do you smell banana? I smell banana. Almost like when you get a Banana Foster's dessert that's been like cooked with sugar.
I can see that.
Yeah, like the banana and some spice. This is a high rye, so. But yeah, I get like a Bananas Foster smell almost.
I can see that.
I love the smell of it because of that.
Burnt sugar for sure too.
Yeah. Like in Bananas Foster, I think you put like brown sugar in and you cook it up, and then banana and stuff. So yeah, there's a little Banana Foster smell to you. On the nose, I really like it. I'm giving it a 4.
3.5.
3.5. She's a critic.
Yeah.
Do you taste banana? I saw you take a taste.
No. But it's very caramely.
Yeah.
It's very.
There's a dog hair in
It's
mine.
sweet,
I just
but
down
like
and saw.
harsh. Do you know what I mean? Oh, great.
Look at there. Look at.
Oh yeah, that's one of Aspen's hairs.
Yeah.
I
just look like big dog hair.
It's very sweet, but it's also very bitey.
You get a lot of spice,
and like
it is a high rye, 20 some percent rye.
Yeah,
or
but
something.
rye isn't making it like it's going down hard. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it.
I'm gonna.
We've had a lot of higher proof whiskeys that are really easy drinkers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this is super easy.
No. I think it has a lot of traditional bourbon tastes. I think it's got some spice to it. It's got heat. It is 103.8 proof, which I thought would have made it better in the cocktail. I like it better on its own. It's not phenomenal, but I do like it better.
Yeah.
And you know,
it has a.
This would be good with meat. Eating a steak and some potatoes
and Bradshaw bourbon.
And Bradshaw, like what's more American than that? Come on. No, really. Like, can you imagine like having a nice steak cooked, medium rare, with some potatoes and butter, and just sipping on this? I feel like it just mixes well with that.
I feel like the bottle looks like it belongs in a steakhouse.
A
fancy steakhouse.
I'm getting hungry for steak. Maybe we ought to grill.
Like,
some
look at it. Like,
steak
look at the
tomorrow for
coloring, and then you got his signature, and like I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I like it better outside of the cocktail.
Yeah,
it's just maybe you need a few sips to warm yourself.
Yeah,
it's drinking like a higher proof than it is.
Higher than the 103
to me.
Yeah,
which 103 is kind of high, but we've had some like
the rye spice though. You got a lot of rye.
It's not that. It is high rye, but it's not that high rye.
Yeah. I wasn't listening to you. Did you say what the content was?
Yeah, it's like 19% rye.
Okay, yeah, I thought that.
Is that
right.
what I said?
19-20% sounds right. Yeah.
No, 21%. Did I say 20? 70, 21, and 9.
70,
it's 21%.
21. Okay. So it's a high rye. Yeah.
For a bourbon, yeah.
Yeah. And with rye, you're going to get spice. I don't know. It's unique. It's not just, I got to be honest. When
I'm getting like a red hot feel, like, or not a red hot, like
a little bit of cinnamon spice. Yeah.
What are those balls? The cinnamon balls. What are those called? Those red cinnamon balls.
I have no
Not
idea.
red hots, but the cinnamon balls, which are hotter than red hots.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Are they like a hard candy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Those red cinnamon balls.
Yeah, I don't know what those are.
That's what this is giving me like a feeling of.
Yeah. No, I expected to have a very traditional bourbon taste, maybe a little boring. It's not boring.
No.
There's a lot of flavor to it with the spice. I don't know if it's the best profile you're looking for, but it's definitely not the worst, and it's not boring.
Try it again and think of those cinnamon balls.
I'm gonna give you some cinnamon balls.
No, you're not. Fireballs. No, well, is that what they're called?
That is what they're
Fireball
called.
candies? Yeah. I think of Fireball, and I only think of Fireball whiskey.
I used to love those in college.
What's wrong with you? They like
you married me, baby.
Your eyes would start watering with them.
Not mine.
Mine would.
I'm a man, honey.
But don't you get that? A Fireball?
Yeah, I do. It does have that heat.
It has cinnamon
like
in it.
Yeah.
Cinnamony whiskey.
It's a good pull. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good pull.
That's why I'm saying it goes down harsh, because it's like if one of those Fireball candies, it's like, oh my God, what am I doing when you have one of those?
I like those, so maybe that's why I'm not like, it's not that hard. What do you give it?
I've had like maybe 3 of those in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah.
We got to do a challenge. See how many you can do at once.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. What do you give it on the taste?
The more I sip on it, see, I told you I needed to have a few.
I know, it's grown on me.
A 4.
A 4. Wow, it's grown on you more than me. I gave it a 3.
And when I pinpointed what it was that I was tasting, and like as it warmed me a little, I could sip on this.
Yeah, well, it's warm enough in our house.
3.8.
So I don't know if we need warmed.
Not 4.
I gave it a 3.7. So
3.8.
Very aligned there.
A 4 is like I realized I was a little over.
Yeah.
A little over. 3.8.
I like it. Now I did fail you in one aspect here.
You didn't ask me a question?
I didn't come up with a question, but
I really wanted a question.
I have one. It's just not as fun as Camp Scadabooze.
Okay.
And let us know. I want you to tweet us and let us know. I want you to Instagram us, whatever you do, however you consume it. Find us and
however
let us
you
know.
Consume it.
Yeah.
However you consume us.
However you consume us, let us know. What's your favorite side for Thanksgiving?
Oh, this is a lame question.
Do you feel like you're at work?
Yeah, I feel like this is just, I'm in the all team huddle and we just did this.
Mine's whiskey. No, I'm just kidding.
Whiskey. No.
Whiskey's my favorite.
My favorite.
Yeah. It's a tough question though, because there's a lot of good ones.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes?
Probably. I love potatoes.
Yeah. Mine's stuffing.
Stuffing?
Yeah. Stuffing. Because, you can have mashed potatoes a lot of different times in the year. You could stuff in once a year.
But with the gravy, you only have I only have mashed potatoes with gravy once a year.
Well,
and that's on Thanksgiving.
That's not everybody. A lot of people get it with their old KFC once a week or something, Or they got the old meat and potatoes and make some gravy. I don't know.
Who's making gravy at home? Who's doing that? Who's making on an everyday weeknight? Who's making some mashed potatoes and whipping up some gravy?
I do believe that. I don't know about the gravy. I know for sure the mashed potatoes was a staple in my grandparents' house.
Well, yeah, I mean, mashed potatoes make sense, but who's whipping up the gravy to top it?
My parents are listeners of ours. Let me know. Did my grandma and grandpa Mark have gravy when they had their mashed potatoes?
Every time?
Oh, they had potatoes a lot.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that just seems like such a thing. Gravy for me is a Thanksgiving food.
What? No.
Yes.
Wrong.
It is.
No, wrong.
And yeah.
We might as well.
We're having champagne gravy, by the way.
We might as well just have had a political debate because that's wrong. Hunter's favorite is Texas Roadhouse rolls and honey butter.
Ooh.
I cannot fault you there because that's
good.
Delicious stuff. So do you order that and have it for Thanksgiving, or do you make your own? I'm curious there. But that's definitely a good answer. I like that. I feel like I was just on oh shit, what's the Steve Harvey game show? Family Feud.
Family Feud. Oh,
Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, my grandma
Can't believe
Mark
you blanked on that.
made hamburger gravy.
What?
Yeah.
Hamburger gravy.
I specifically remember being at their house. Now,
Mhm.
my grandpa Mark passed when I was around 10 or 11, and then they sold the house and all that. But I specifically, like, when I think of their house, I think of the smell of browned hamburger because it seems like that was every night.
Mhm.
Every night I was there, it seems like that's what it was. Hunter also likes green bean casserole, which
Mhm.
that's the one thing that your Aunt Jill makes.
That is the only thing she throws together.
Yeah. So,
She doesn't cook, which is why we're hosting.
right. She's making it, though.
She's making it. No,
Right?
but I'm saying,
Oh, yeah.
my parents are in a position to host this year, and it was between me and my Aunt Jill, and Jill did not want to cook.
She did not.
But it's
no.
okay. I like to cook.
I'm excited. I'm going to be smoking
And-
14 pounds of turkey boobs.
And a 13-pound in the oven because we have to make an oven turkey to get the champagne for the champagne drippings from because we do a champagne
Which is
turkey.
just silly. I
But
mean,
it's champagne gravy,
it,
and
but-
it's a specific.
everybody's going to want my smoked meat.
Yeah, I know.
guarantee you.
I know.
All right. And Hunter picks up the Texas Roadhouse
I like it.
rolls.
I like it. I've got. Yeah, we're gonna have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. My mom's corn casserole. I love that.
Irish brown bread.
Irish brown bread. All sorts of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think the stuffing, that's my favorite thing. So
All right.
there you go. Do you have anything else you'd like to add besides telling everybody happy Thanksgiving? I mean, tell them. Let them know.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Jesus.
It's like I'm forcing you to wish them a happy
Well,
Thanksgiving. Fucking wish them a happy Thanksgiving. Come on.
Do it.
Do it. Do it now. Good luck in your bets. Good luck in your fantasy football matchups. Good luck with your family.
Mhm.
Maybe not everybody gets along. Good luck to you.
No,
Just
but I hope
remember,
everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving
I
or
do
whatever
too.
you're doing for the holiday.
and remember,
It's
if
a
it's
good time.
uncomfortable, just bring up politics. That fixes all of it. That's all we got today. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope, and everybody that's in the Midwest area, be safe.
Yep.
Got that
Getting
big
some
snowstorm. That might
winter
be
weather
hitting.
hitting.
Yeah, be safe. Be safe. My old fashioned, even though I thought it was, it is gone either way. Going once, going twice.
sold.
Old-fashioned football.
Yeah. Whiskey in the left hand, microphone in the right. You ready for some football tonight? Pour it up, light it up, crank that sound. Old-fashioned football, we holding it down. JMark and Miranda, that power play combo. Talking NFL fire, whiskey in the bottle. Bring the ice, cause they dropping heat. Barrel strength bet, knock you off your seat.
Yo, game time, baby. Grab your glass and your phone. Keeping up with stats, single barrel picks, taking over the zone. Props and parlays, blowing up like code. They decode the league like a whiskey mode. Old-fashioned football, that's the crew, that's the fam. JMark and Mir, Mark, you know who I am. 200 episodes deep, grind so fine. Old-fashioned flavor, age like fine wine.
Horrors and NFL drama. What? Turn it up, yeah. Hard news, BT, bring the fire. Come on, old-fashioned football.
Never tired.
Drums and NFL drama. What? Turn it up, yeah. Hard news, BT, bring the fire. Come on, old-fashioned football.
Never tired.
Casual, cool, no suit, no script. Me and Mark twisting that whiskey drip. Chats lit up, community tight. Followers riding through the Monday night.
Week previews, recaps, bet in motion, pure devotion, no dilution potion. NFL talk bold, unruly. They rock the mic, raw, keep it truly.
Pour another drop. Yeah, let it burn. Lines twist up. Whoa. Watch them turn. Drop that beat. Whoa. Make it shake. No fake. All steak. Old fashioned take. What? Say it again. Old fashioned.
Louder.
Say it again. Old fashioned.
Family.
Football. Whiskey.
Respect.
Whiskey.
Respect.
Old fashioned football. Say it again. Old fashioned.
Louder.
Say it again. Old fashioned.
Family.
Oh, whiskey.
Respect.
Whiskey.
Respect.
Old-fashioned football, we ride or die. Yeah. JMark, Miranda, represent forever.
Whiskey in hand, feel alive. Prop it, papping, debates collide. Old-fashioned football, we ride or die.
keep that old fashioned rolling.